Hey, what's going on, Dr. Bashi? My name is Jack here with Mr. and Mrs. Leeds. Me and Josh stopped by your office the other day. Me and Josh. Josh and I stopped by your office the other day. We talked to Alexis for a little bit, and we understand that you do most of like the website stuff. You're very hands-on with your online stuff. But we were wondering if maybe we could help you with that and alleviate all the hands-on that you have to do online. That way we can focus on what we do well and make sure that we help you on that end, and then you focus on what you do well and do it that way, right? So I'm here with Mr. and Mrs. Leeds. We are an online marketing and SEO company here, and we would love to work with you. We have dentist clients in our portfolio, and we're very good at what we do, and we can definitely help you out in this practice as well. And so our ultimate goal basically is to make sure that you're found online. That way, when people are typing on their smartphones, like best dentist near me or dentist in Colorado Springs or dental care Colorado Springs, that kind of thing, that you show up front and center and you start getting a lot more patients through your door because you're being found online and you're building your brand online, right? So I won't go into the reason why it's so important. I'm sure you understand that. And so rather than that, I'll show you exactly what I can see as a search marketer and kind of get into the nitty gritty of what I can see, exactly what kind of keywords you could potentially rank for, as well as how to rank for that if we were to tackle this project on together. So without further ado, let me go ahead and get started. I hope at the very least you get some insight out of this. And then if you like what you hear, then obviously we'd love to talk to you further about it. All right. So the first thing I did was I pulled up your website here in a tool called Ahrefs. Ahrefs allows search marketers like myself to look at the metrics of a site and see exactly where your SEO is at. And what I can see right off the bat is that there has been some SEO work done to the site, but we need to take it to the next level, because right now it looks like the site's been live since March 2013, and over the period of 5 years you've gotten 21 referring domains, 21 websites linking to your site, and I'll explain that in a sec. But basically, that means it's been pretty slow, and so we can definitely pick up the pace of just kind of how much referring domains that you're getting, because so basically, Google has an algorithm, right, that basically determines which website should rank higher than another website in its search engine. And so what it needs to do is it has a complex formula, and it gets more and more complex as the years go by. But basically, it needs to understand why which website should rank higher than another. And we've realized that one portion of that, and a very large portion of it, to be honest with you, is actually the number of referring domains and backlinks that are pointing to your site. And so let me explain what that referring domains and backlinks is. A referring domain is basically any website out there on the internet that links back to your website via a hyperlink. So what I mean by that is, let's say, for example, there's a blog out there that's called the dentalcareblog.com, and they mention your website in a new blog post, and they say, hey, if you're looking for the best dental care in Colorado Springs, check out bestcaredental.com. And then there'd be a hyperlink that links back to your site, and if someone clicks on that link, it would direct them to your site. And so just in the fact that you have or they have a link that links back to your website is actually tracked by Google, and Google uses that information to basically determine how trustworthy your site is, and trustworthiness has an impact on how authoritative your site is, and authority ultimately determines how highly you rank for the keywords you want to rank for, as well as how quickly you rank for them once the authority is cooked into your site. And so a website is synonymous with referring domains. And so you want a lot of these websites, these referring domains, to link back to your site, because it shows Google that you're a trustworthy site. You're the kind of the website that other websites like to refer their own visitors to, because they're basically like, hey, click here, check out this website, check out this dental practice here, right? And so we need more of these websites to basically talk about your site so that you build a presence online, build up your brand, and then show Google's algorithm that you are an authoritative, trustworthy site and that you deserve to rank higher than your competitors for the various keywords we want to rank for. All right, and so that's essentially what we want to do, and we just need to increase the number of brand mentions, and so that's our job, right? And so obviously this is what it kind of ties back to what I was saying about how we'll focus on what we're good at, and that way that alleviates you from having to focus on this end, and you can just focus on building your practice and growing it that way. And so we have a lot of pull in Colorado Springs, especially because we've been in this industry for a while and we've built a reputation name for ourselves in the SEO space. And so we have a lot of push and pull with like bloggers and things like that that we can reach out to and hopefully get them to mention your site and then link back to your site and build that authority to your site so then you can rank higher than your competitors. And that's essentially our task and our role. There's a lot of other things that are necessary to basically help Google's algorithm see that your site is worthy. But that is a large portion of it. All right. So this is a good segue for me to actually hop over to the keywords tab because the keywords tab basically helps us see kind of what keywords that people are specifically actually typing into Google. So you might think, Dr. Bashi, that people are actually searching up emergency dental care Colorado Springs, 1,000 times a month, and it's a very important keyword. But once we plug it into our tool and do some more research, turns out there's only 50 people searching for that keyword per month. And so how we like to operate here, Mr. and Mrs. Leeds, and when we tackle a new SEO campaign for a new client of ours, is we like to work backwards. And what I mean by backwards is basically what we want to do is we want to go over keyword sets and do our keyword research to figure out the most optimal keyword set that people are actually searching into Google and has a decent amount of search volume and doesn't have a lot of competition, and then rank our our clients based on those keyword set, because we want to make sure when we're doing our SEO campaigns that we want to go after those keywords that people are actually typing into Google and people are actually that are relevant to things that have to do with dentist and dental care and dentures and various services and Invisalign, that kind of thing that you provide, right? And so that's how we operate. And so you'll see right here actually in this tab, it shows you kind of what kind of keywords you're currently ranking at. All right, so Dr. Bashi, Colorado Springs, you're on the #1 spot, which is fantastic. Obviously, this is imperative that you're on the first spot for that because that's your brand name and that's your practice. So good job there. Dental Care Colorado Springs, you are actually on the first spot for that. So you actually moved up 16 spots recently. So great job there. Best Care Dental, you're on the 10th spot. Bashi Dental Colorado Springs, #1 spot. Obviously, another one you need to make sure that you rank for. Best Care Dental Clinic was okay. Dental Colorado Springs Co. So this one actually gets 250 searches per month, right? So very, very important that we rank for this. Looks like you are on the 21st spot. Means that you are on the top of the 3rd page. Let's see here. Dentist in Colorado Springs CO. So can you see how there's a subtle difference between these two? Dental Colorado Springs CO and dentist in Colorado Springs CO. Believe it or not, they're two different keywords, two different searches per month, and they could potentially have wildly varying searches. So this one actually gets 250. This one gets 70. So I'll keep going down the list. So dentist, Colorado Springs CO. So even this one's different because it's not dentist in Colorado Springs CO, it's dentist Colorado Springs CO, and that gets 250 searches per month. And so that's kind of what we do. We optimize our keyword set and do our keyword research to make sure that we grab those keywords that are most beneficial to you, right? Because at the end of the day, we understand as as online marketers that there is an ROI aspect to us working with you, right? So we know that you have to have more income coming in from the online marketing efforts that we're doing than you're overlaying over to us, right? Otherwise, what's the point of paying us for marketing? And we understand that. We understand that dichotomy and that relationship between us and you. And we want to make sure at the end of the day that you're getting phone calls, right? That you're getting people to sign up for appointments and they're getting the dentures or whatever they are looking for, and you're servicing them and helping them that way. Because if you're, like I said, it just, we understand that. And so we just want to make sure that we optimize it so that we go after the most optimal keyword set, the most traffic, and the ones that are actually going to convert into people that are going to sign up for your practice. Teeth whitening, Colorado Springs CO. You might have thought that that was actually a big keyword. That only gets 10 searches per month. All right. What I want to do is actually, I know that you provide dentures because, I mean, you do a lot of, dental work, right? Implants, whitening, root canals, Botox, fillers, braces, veneers, and dentures. I actually just grabbed dentures and I typed it into our keywords explorer. So I typed in dentures Colorado Springs. You'll see dentures Colorado Springs gets 150 searches per month. Affordable dentures Colorado Springs gets another 150 searches per month. And so right now you're not currently ranking for dentures Colorado Springs, right? Or else I would have seen that on here. But yeah, but there are so many of these kinds of keywords out there, and there's people, these are real people behind laptops, desktops, on their phones that are searching these kinds of keywords that they might not necessarily know a brand, right? If they knew a brand, then they would type it into Google and say, hey, like that Colorado Springs, and then they would go there. But the fact that they're just typing a generic keyword like dentist Colorado Springs, it means that they're not tied to a brand, and they're looking for someone online to be able to help them out with whatever issues with their teeth that they're having. And so that's where we want to make sure that you're front and center. That's why it's so important to make sure that you're visible online, because you're missing out on so much business, and it's going straight to your potential people in the other dentists in the area, in the fact that they're just showing up front and center when people are searching for this service online. And so this is where we can help you. Like I said, we have a track record of success. We've helped with competitions that are even harder than this, and things like lawyers and in Denver. And so we're very confident about our ability to be able to rank you highly for these keywords, as long as we have the budget for it and the time frame for it. Because SEO, just to be 100% honest with you, it doesn't happen overnight. It's not something that even happens within a month. Right? We need months in order for us to be able to, for Google to pick up on the work that we're doing and to give you credit. Now, if you told me this, if we had this conversation about 2 years ago, it would be different. I'd say we'd be able to probably do it within a couple of months. But unfortunately, Google's algorithm has changed over the years, and they made it slower to basically give you credit for the SEO work that you do. Now, this is actually both good and bad news. Because bad news, obviously, because you can't rank it higher faster. But the good news is that once we rank you there, you start building a moat for yourself, and it makes it that much harder for any competitors to be able to beat you. And 2 months down the line, you might be on the first page in the top spot, and then 2 months down the line, you're all suddenly on the top of the second page, and you're like, what's going on? And so there's a lot more consistency in the search results, but that also comes with the time factor. It takes longer for you to get there. And so hopefully you understand that. I'll wrap it up here. Oh, the one last thing I do want to mention, Dr. Bashi, is that we're a full service online marketing company. So we don't just do SEO. I could have talked about like online advertising, PPC, Google AdWords, Facebook ads, but I didn't want this video to be like 30 minutes long, because I know you're a busy guy, and I value your time. And so we do all that other stuff. So if you're interested in those kinds of services as well, then I'm more than happy to talk about that and what we can do. We actually have funnels built online on Facebook that actually bring in leads per cost, right? And we're actually really dialed in on the demographics behind those ads in the Google or Facebook Pixel that really that have done awesome work for our current clients that's in the dentist field, that we can potentially overlay with you as well. I guess it's just a matter of starting the conversation, Dr. Bashi. If you liked what I had to say and you're looking for this kind of work, fantastic. We'd love to talk to you further about it. We're local here in the Springs, so we can obviously, I stop by your office. So we can meet you at your office. You can meet us here at our office. We can talk by phone or email, whatever you prefer, whatever floats your boat, and we'll just kind of go take it from there. All right. So I appreciate it, Dr. Bashi. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to talking to you soon, okay? Thank you.